Today on the Hopefulist, walk through that door. What temp should you keep your AC on? And to-do lists.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Good morning and happy hump day. It is Wednesday, August 21st, 2019. We are halfway there. We are midway through the week. Almost midway through the week. I know you still probably have a full day of work ahead of you, so you still have a little bit longer than shorter. It's okay. We're getting there. My favorite pen ran out of ink right before I was getting ready to do the show. Poor woe is me. I guess that is a big excuse to go buy some pens, do some pen shopping. Love some pen shopping. Maybe I'll do a little notebook shopping while I'm at it. Big back-to-school specials going on right now, so it is the perfect time. See, things are just working out all over for me. Run out of a pen, it's a big-time sale right now. So, see, things are just going great in my life. I love some good pens. So I went to the Atlantic City AirShow practice run yesterday. I had a really long day on Monday, and I felt I deserved a treat. This is what I mean when I say that you work hard, then you get to play hard. I also rest when necessary. Work hard, play hard, rest when necessary. My new mantra, work hard, play hard, rest when necessary. You have to take advantage of things when they are available. I have been wanting to go to the Atlantic City AirShow for years. I've been talking about it forever. I almost made plans to go last year. There is a charter boat around here. I have talked about it before because Joe and I and our neighbors went on this boat last week for the full moon cruise, the Miss Barnegat Light. They have a deal where you can go to the Atlantic City Airshow with them on the boat, stay on the boat the whole time, and you watch it from the water. Okay, I love boats. I love air shows. What could be better, right? Well, I wasn't able to make it last year because I had a work event that I had to do. This year, I looked for it. I swear I looked for it, but I didn't see it. So when I was posting yesterday from Atlantic City, one of my friends had said, oh, she was going on the Miss Barnegat Light today for the actual show. And I was like, what? So I decided to go down yesterday instead because it's just insane down there today. I think they estimate about 250,000 people come today for the show. Yeah, I'm not interested in that many people. That is a lot of people. So I went down yesterday. I got me a parking lot for $5 for the day. Went to the beach, got me a nice beach day in with a little show to boot. It was nice. It was a good time. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I posted some videos of some of the better moments. It's always so hard to decide which you want to video and when you want to stop because it was really difficult for me to see the show when I was videoing it. You know, there's a big difference between watching it in the sky and watching it through your little phone camera. So I tried to just take a couple of videos and then watch the rest. But then, it's inevitably, you're like, oh, that's the one I should have recorded. Oh, that one's so much better. Oh, let me just get my camera out again. I bet there's going to be another really good one. So there was a lot of things that were wanting to be recorded because the show was just amazing. It really was. It started out a little slow. There was a lot of breaks in between. Again, this was the practice run, so I don't know how it's going to go today. I'm assuming they're going to do it a little more, keep it a little more tightly connected today than they did yesterday because I had actually started to leave. The Thunderbirds were on, which, wow, I got to tell you, I was really enjoying the air show. And then the Thunderbirds came on, and I was like, yeah, everybody else sucked. These guys are awesome. They're really good. And then there's an English team, the Red Sparrows, I think is what they called them, or the Red Arrows. I'm not sure. I heard people call them both, so I think it's the Red Arrows, Red Planes. They came on last. Now, after the Thunderbirds were done, I waited another 15, 20 minutes, nothing. So I've okay. And again, there's no announcements or anything because it's just practice. So I started walking off the beach, got halfway to my car, and then I heard the vroom again. And I'm like, I guess they aren't done. So I stopped where I was in the middle of the block, and I turned around and I looked up, and I'm like, do I go back or did I see enough? And then I'm like, I saw a red plane. Oh, I'm like, oh, the planes are red. Those were the Red Arrows. So I was like, all right, I got to go back because I came all the way to Atlantic City to see an air show. So why would I leave early, right? So I walked back up to the boardwalk, and I caught the last part of the show, and it was so good. I'm so glad that I went back. Now, I was trying to find out. I think the Thunderbirds will go last today. But I got to tell you, these Red Arrows were so good. I think I enjoyed them more than the Thunderbirds. Really. So good. So if you ever get a chance to check out any type of air show, I had seen one a long time ago in Reading. They used to have one every year. And I did one, I think, at the Willow Grove Air Force Base 1 year for a work event. They're really so amazing to see. So if you get a chance to do that, you really should take advantage of it. But that was my point that I got away from because I tend to do that. I'm a rambler. You have to take these moments when they come along. It's like in the beginning of summer when there's a beautiful day going on and I have things to do. If they absolutely have to get done, yes, I do them. If I can put them off for a day and sit out in the sun and read my book instead, that's what I'm going to do because you know why? It could rain tomorrow. It could rain the rest of the week. You have to pick your moments and take advantage of the things that will bring you joy when you can. So that is what I did yesterday. I had toyed with the idea of going back today. I'm not going to drive back there today and deal with all the people, but I did find out that the Miss Barnegat Light does have another 1 or 2 spots open, but I don't think I'm going to do it again today because I have not been home the last 2 days. I've just been out all day long, and I really do have to get some stuff done. There's a little bit of work that's piling up on my plate, and my poor girl Tucker has felt abandoned. So I think I'm going to pass today, but I'm not going to browbeat myself because, like I said, I took full advantage yesterday, and it was a wonderful day. Work hard, play hard, rest when need. That is my new mantra. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about this new recommendation is to keep your air conditioning on at 78 degrees during the day and then 82 degrees at night. What kind of craziness is this? Now, we keep our AC, I think, typically higher than most. I keep the AC on at 75 during the day. If it's a super hot, humid day, I typically will turn it up to 76 because I don't want to overwork the air conditioner, for one. For two, when you're walking back and forth inside and out, 76 still feels extremely cool when you're walking in from 90 degrees humid weather. And if I leave the house, I'll turn it all the way up to 77 or 78 for, like the last 2 days. Tucker, she can fend for herself. She'll be fine. So, but at night, I'm surprised they say to turn it up more at night because that's when you're like under blankets and I don't know. I have to sleep with something on top of me, and it has to be more than a sheet. We have a down comforter for the winter, and then we switch it up in the summer to just like a light blanket. But I need them on me. I need both of them on me. I can't sleep with just a sheet for some reason. I love blankets. And so we keep our air down a little bit cooler at night because who wants to sweat all night long? 82 degrees at night. Now, like I said, we keep ours at about 75, 76 during the day and then turn it down to 72 at night. And when we first transitioned from, the heat to the AC, 72 seems really, really warm. And it takes a week or so for your body to kind of adjust to the new temperature. Because when we're using the heat, I tend to keep that extremely low at night because we don't mind being huddled under the blankets. It's hard to get out of bed in the morning, I can tell you that. But I think I keep it about 65 or 66 at night. And then I usually keep the heat around 68. So, because again, I'm cheap and I don't want big electric bills, even though I'm getting big electric bills anyway. So, I don't know. What do you think about keeping the AC on at 78 during the day and 82 at night? I just think it's kind of crazy. I think most people keep the AC on lower at night. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. That's okay. So since I said I had 2 full days so far this week, Monday and Tuesday, and Monday I needed to run the dishwasher, and I completely forgot until I got home Monday about 6:37, and Joe heated up my dinner for me because he's an exceptional husband. And I went to clean up my dish when I was done and put it in the dishwasher when I realized the dishwasher was still full of dirty dishes. And I went, oh, I meant to run this today. And Joe probably needed to take out a dish from the dishwasher in order to eat his dinner and then make my dinner or put my dinner on the same plate after he used it. So I'm sure he washed it in between. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, I meant to run the dishwasher today, and I forgot. So you know what I did? I took out a Post-it note, and I put it on the counter on top of the dishwasher to make sure that I ran it on Tuesday. And you know what? Again, full day, running out of the house, didn't have all day to remind myself. But if it weren't for that Post-it note, I wouldn't have ran the dishwasher yesterday. So I ran the dishwasher early. And then this is how cheap I am. I never use the heat dry option in the dishwasher because I don't want to use the electric that it takes to do that. And it doesn't really make that big of a difference anyway. It really only affects the Tupperware in the top, and they don't completely dry regardless. So then I opened up the dishwasher and, toweled everything off. And then hopefully by the time I got home, everything was going to be dry. And it was. So I came home, emptied the dishwasher and all that. But my point was I was not going to remember to do that unless I wrote that note. And this is new for me. I have not had to do things like this. Now, don't get me wrong. Somehow the question, do you need notes to remind you of your to-do items, kind of turned into a list thing. It's a little bit different from lists. Like I have lists, but I didn't ever really have to do like a note to remind myself to run the dishwasher or empty the dishwasher. My mother was the queen of notes. She had notes for everything. It's trash day. Do this, do that. Most of the notes were to my stepfather. And she even used the same note. She just saved them because she knew that, every Monday was going to be trash day. So she would tell him, put the note, trash day, trash out. So, I guess it's that time. When I just can't remember stuff like I used to. So I asked you, do you need notes to remind you of your to-do items? And Marcy says definitely. The thing I love about lists is the feeling of satisfaction when you cross off completed items. I know a girl, my friend Jen, who says that she always writes down at least 1 or 2 things on her to-do list that she's already done so she can start off with having a couple of things crossed off the list. Now, Marcy continues, I was advised once to only put 10 items on a list and to make them specific. For example, don't write clean the kitchen because that's too broad.